We have a 2-year-old AntiGender baby and a 10-year-old who is non-binary. We don't know it yet. It's something that Sparrow's gonna have to figure out and then tell us.
G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing real well. In this video, we look at a family that is raising their children without genders. As parents, they don't have genders themselves. It's a genderless family, and I thought it was a good case to look at to see if this type of lifestyle really works. The family is made up of 2 female transgender people who were born male and a father figure who was born female, right? They all live together in a relationship and I'm sure they love each other and that's wonderful. They also raise children and that's great. I'm sure they're going to be great parents, but the children they raise have no gender themselves until they decide what their gender is themselves. So let's go in with an open mind and actually have a look at what is going to happen here to these kids and the family. Go in with an open mind and not freak out, all right? I know there's people with the blue check marks on Twitter who fucking hate this video, but let's go in with an open mind. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Butterfield, and if you hadn't subscribed already, fucking do it now, you mad dog. But first, before we get stuck into the video, this video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Safety and security are 2 very important aspects of life. Every single day, did you know this? There are dirty little soy boys on the internet trying to do you harm. And most internet users aren't even aware of the amount of surveillance and data mining done with their personal information on a daily basis. Don't you wish there was someone out there to protect you? Well, there is, and their name is Surfshark VPN. Surfshark turns you into an anonymous and hard to trace online user and makes the internet a safer and more enjoyable place for you. You know what geo-blocking is? Sites like Netflix and Disney Plus, they only allow certain parts of the world to watch certain content. What you should be able to view with your eyes shouldn't be decided by some bastard in a bloody corporate office. You should be able to watch whatever you bloody want. And Surfshark gives you all the access that you need. Just connect to the service, refresh the page, and access shall be granted. I use Surfshark every single day when I start up my computer. I absolutely love these guys. They've been a part of the channel for a long time and I really appreciate them. Use the promo code BUTTSMAN to get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. They also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Surf with your own set of rules, ladies and gentlemen. The link's down below. Now, back to the video.
This is Ari, Gwendolyn, and Brinnifer.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
Not to get fully fucking offensive and get cancelled straight bloody away, but Brinnifer is not a fucking name. Sorry.
They are in a polyamorous relationship, and they all parent Hazel and Sparrow.
Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se. You know, it's a little bit different to how most of us were brought up, but hey, whatever. I'm sure they love their kids. They look like they do. And most parents and most children grow up with parents, at least one of them is a bit fucking weird, or maybe their parents hate each other or a whole fucking thing. So, you know what? If they get along and they're nice and they're loving their kids, marvelous.
We have a 2-year-old AntiGender baby and a 10-year-old who is non-binary.
But this is what I have a problem with. What the fuck is an anti-gender child? Anti-gender is a category of genders that can only be defined as the opposite of an existing gender. For instance, anti-boy would be the opposite of a boy, anti-girl would be the opposite of a girl, and an anti-girl would feel the opposite of a female but not necessarily male. Similarly, ungender is a category of genders that are not without but negative, and an unboy would be a negative of a boy, and an ungirl would be a negative of a girl. Anti-genders are the umbrellas of non-binary transgender identities as well as possibly xenogenders. What the fuck? I'm about to go fucking insane here. Strap yourselves in. Not really. All I'm going to say is making a child, a 2-year-old, so obsessed with gender is fucking stupid. A fucking 2-year-old is not in any way having these thoughts about gender. They don't care. How long has this young girl even been talking? What, fucking 10 minutes, and now you're trying to convince her of you're an anti-gender, you're a xeno? Who gives a fuck? Let them be kids, mate. 2-year-olds don't make those decisions. And if you think they do, madam or sir or in between, you're fucking insane. And as for the 10-year-old who is non-binary, this raises a question. Would they have been non-binary if their father wasn't born a woman and their 2 mothers weren't born men? I guess that raises the question, is this situation happening because of brainwashing? And I'm just suggesting that. Or Is it because they have that environment around them so they feel safe to identify as something else? Let me know in the comment section below.
And for their oldest child, Hazel, that's neither male nor female.
Please tell us how and why you decided to come out as non-binary.
Because
She's fucking possessed, apparently.
And 2.5-year-old Sparrow has yet to make a choice about their gender.
Sparrow, do you want a banana?
Sparrow can't make a decision, and the person they call Papa looks like a lady. I don't want to be rude here, I really don't. I hope they grow up in a loving household. But surely that is fucking confusing for this 2-year-old and 10-year-old.
They're AntiGender, but we're using they, them pronouns.
Okay, look at this. Gwendolyn, who is a she, her, is also named Mama. Okay. And Brinnifer, who definitely doesn't have a real name, also she, her, but is also named Maddie. Are you just trying to fuck with these kids' head? Imagine them at school. Oh, who's your parents? Oh, I've got Papa, I've got Ari, I've got Gwendolyn, who's also fucking Mama, and then I've got Brinnifer, whose name isn't real, who's also Maddie. What the fuck? Are you living at a hotel?
Online, there's a lot of angry people. I have literally received death threats.
Now don't be fucking stupid. In all of these videos, never go and harass the people I'm talking about. That's not what these are about. Genuinely, the reason I make these videos is because I am concerned about the children. I worry that they are in not a dangerous situation, but a situation which isn't, I don't think it is appropriate, because obviously a lot of LGBTQ+I parents are great parents. But I just think that these kids are in a weird situation which they may have issues with down the track.
It's funny because one of the main complaints that people say is children are too young to know their gender. That's why they have to be told what their gender is.
I don't think they need to be told what their gender is. And I think most kids, they figure out their identity and whatever they are down the track as an adult, and they live with that, and that's fucking great. Whether your kid wants to be a boy or a girl or something in between, whether they want to play with boys' toys, girls' toys, who gives a shit? I feel like this is being forced upon them by these parents. Let them be kids. Let them decide whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want, but let them be kids.
The parents educate their children differently from regular public schools.
Hazel schools themselves. Hazel is very led in what they do. I basically just try to keep up with them.
Hazel schools themselves. Hazel is very led in what they do. Listen, Papa, Ari, if you're gonna homeschool your children, sort your fucking English out, eh? The whole they-them pronouns, and this is the issue I have with they-them pronouns, is they just don't work in the English language. They sound clunky. They sound abrupt. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys aren't the only family that are carrying on like this. So let's check out a couple more families that are doing the exact same thing.
Our kids, Caden and Zyler, are 3.5 years old, and we're raising them using they, them, their gender-neutral pronouns so that they can decide for themselves when, if, and how they want to identify.
We're raising Gray in a gender-neutral / gender-creative way. Gray can be who they want to be without the strictures that society puts on so many kids so early on.
You see, it's mainly in America, or at least the western parts of the world, that have these issues or this obsession with gender. You never see people or kids in sub-Saharan African communities who are struggling for food and water being concerned about whether they're a they, them, or a xenotype gender. The reason for that is because they have actual things to worry about. When you live in an easy world, you make up problems for your own brain. To reiterate and cement my point about all of these transgender videos that I have done. If you're a boy and you want to be a girl, fucking good on you. If you're a girl and you want to be a boy, fucking good on you. If you're a they, them, good fucking on you. But stop wanting everyone to accept you exactly how you are. The reason for that is no one gets accepted for who they fucking are. It doesn't happen. And when you rely on outside input to make you happy, you will always be miserable. But also, on top of that, stop trying to change other people just to fit your own delicate sensibilities. Live your life, be a good person, and that's fucking it. And as for kids with parents who push this onto them, and I really do believe that they do, because a lot of parents have their own political alliances that makes them want to push this type of feeling or believing or identifying on their own children. Not every time. time. But it can be reprehensible if you push the idea that your child needs to be genderless to fit into society and get woke brownie points, and that leads to medical assistance and they pump them full of different hormones, then that could be child abuse, and that's fucked up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check out Buttsman Premium, the bee's knees when it comes to exclusive content. The link is down below. We've got monthly cash giveaways, we've got weekly giveaways, we've got fucking daily giveaways. I'm giving away my soul. I'm giving away fucking everything, tickets, merch. There's also weekly FaceTime calls. There's a Discord. There's a members only podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, go and check it out. The link below. Buttsman Premium. It's better than OnlyFans.
Hit it, boys.
G'day, you good motherfuckers. How are ya?